All right, so this is another screen I can share, which are my results. And I did not eat grass-fed food, just grass-fed butter and an occasional grass-fed steak or ground beef. I've pretty much stuck to Wagyu, which is all corn-fed, and Costco or Sam's cuts, which are all, and including those 10-pound tubes of cheap beef. The results are undeniable. The health results, the weight loss. So please do not feel that you're required to buy.
Got to go and earn my pay. Put my boots on and lace them up.
All right. Carnivore Soldier coming at you again early morning. It's Wednesday morning. Make sure if you're going to be online tonight to jump on our live stream at 7:05 because we'll be discussing this topic too a little more with some other carnivores. Basically, my topic today is that yesterday I got into a disagreement and discussion respectfully with another carnivore talking about the quality of meat required for the carnivore diet. And her position was that you should only do carnivore with grass-fed beef and red mint salt because I had posted, which I will discuss tonight, but I had posted the Walmart shopping list on how you could do carnivore for less than $200 a month. And she was basically saying that that's wrong. You shouldn't do that. Now, I agree to a point that possibly doing the better quality carnivore with the better quality meats may be the right choice because it has higher levels of omega-3, which you can definitely increase your omega-3 without buying the high quality beef. You can add sardines. You can do a lot of different things to add omega-3, grass-fed butter, and increase your fat that way. There's a lot of things you can do, which one of the things I do. There's no doubt that grass-fed meat is probably higher quality and it may get better results, but I would just say that eating this way, even if you just shopped only at Walmart, because her comment was, I would never shop at Walmart. Well, a lot of people don't have the option not to shop at Walmart. And a lot of people, active duty members on my channel, don't have a chance to shop outside of the commissary if they're in a remote area or if they're on a foreign base or maybe they're on a ship on missions, right? And you're shipboard for months. You're going to eat grass-fed beef because that's what they have. Now, should you just give up and do the standard American diet? My contention is no. I would say that you should eat as clean a meal as you can, a clean and healthy diet as you can. And I have some receipts on my side. One receipt is basically me. I ate corn-fed beef from Costco almost exclusively, or from Walmart, Sam's Club, which is the same. And I also ate hot dogs from Costco, which definitely a no-no on her book, right? So there are a lot of things we disagreed about, even the salt. If you're on a ship, you can't get Amazon to deliver, you may run out of salt, you may not have access to red mint salt. If you're in a foreign base, you're going to have the commissary, or you'll have whatever they have at the DFAC, which is a dining facility in the military. So the DFAC gives you what they have. In that case, you need to eat as clean as you can and to maintain or get gains. So a couple of receipts I have is me, but I also have Kelly Hogan. So if you guys don't know who Kelly Hogan is, I'm going to go ahead and share her screen here real quick, a story with her. Kelly Hogan lost 130 pounds eating McDonald's burger patties. Now, guess what? Those are not grass-fed, 100%. And the salt there is not red mint salt. It is the cheap iodized table salt. It works. Her health benefits were undeniable, as she still to this day eats burger patties from McDonald's. So yes, you can do just burger patties and get great results. Now, would you get better results from grass-fed? Quite possibly. I'm not going to argue that. That's probably true, could be true, but we don't need to let perfection get in the way of excellence. And that's what this is about. So you're shooting for excellence. Perfection is fantastic, but you don't have to be perfect. And if all you can afford is $200 a month, then shop at Walmart by all means. Get the best quality food you can for that price point. And that is my argument. Or her argument, and in fact, I backed her kind of into a corner respectfully. Now, we didn't argue, and I wasn't disrespectful. That's one thing that we've lost as a society, I think, is the capability to agree respectfully and make points in a logical discourse, basically a disagreement where we discuss and talk about theories and hypothesize, right? And then we can disagree and we can still leave. I respect her and I don't disrespect her position at all that grass fed is probably better. But, and I did make her confess, well, I basically said, so you're saying either do grass fed or stay on the standard American diet? And she said, no, I don't think that. So she said, yes, my suggestion will work. But she said she wished people didn't just spend money on technology like iPhones and cable and would put that money towards food. True, that's probably a better idea, but some people aren't in that position. Some people are elderly living on fixed income, Social Security, and pensions and don't have extra money and don't buy the latest tech. Some people are on remote bases where there's no stores nearby, so they have to go to the commissary, or they're overseas and they're eating at a DFAC, or they're on a ship and eating at a DFAC. So you can't just say, well, they need to just have grass fed or don't do it. That's the wrong answer. The right answer is do the best you can. And if you can afford grass fed and you like it, then you should. But you don't need to, as Kelly Hogan here has proven, you don't need to do that. Okay. Also, I have my receipts because I did not eat the cleanest. So I'm going to go ahead and share a screen. All right, so this is another screen I can share, which are my results. And I did not eat grass-fed food, just grass-fed butter and an occasional grass-fed steak or ground beef. I've pretty much stuck to Wagyu, which is all corn-fed, and Costco or Sam's cuts, which are all, and including those 10-pound tubes of cheap beef. The results are undeniable. The health results, the weight loss. So please do not feel that you're required to buy special meat to do this. And when people do point that out, you don't need to be disrespectful. You can just you can respectfully disagree and look to people like me and Kelly Hogan who have lost great weight and had fantastic results on cheaper beef cuts. You don't need to get, as Dr. Berry says, the panda massaged beef cuts that are special. You can just get regular beef cuts and make this thing work. Also, again, when you're on Facebook or other forums, no need to get nasty, or you can just basically disagree and make your point and leave, make respectfully, which is the way to go. So when we're interacting on Facebook with fellow carnivores, we don't need to get militant. We don't need to become disrespectful. We can respectfully disagree and say, listen, especially things like this, there are basically things that are considered tenets of being carnivore and things that aren't, right? So like eating sugar would probably not be a best practice. And you could say that because that's definitely not a carnivore best practice. A carnivore best practice is eating animal protein and fats only, nose to tail. That is it. That is what carnivores eat. Now, people can introduce things like fruit and honey, and you can pointing out that hunter gatherers might have done that, and you can say, great, that's probably not a best practice, and it obviously didn't happen everywhere because up in the Arctic Circle, the Inuit don't eat fruit and honey. Maybe some tribes did, maybe some didn't, but the way to approach it is to be respectful and make your point respectfully. We have a lot of keyboard warriors out here that are very rude and for some reason feel the need to basically prove their superiority of their argument by being nasty. And there's no reason for that. Just say, hey, listen, I disagree with that. This is where we can agree to disagree. That's fine. You do you. I just stick by what I think is best carnivore. And there's so many variations. I mean, people add things in like coffee, right? Coffee is a bean. That's not an animal. It's not nose to tail. Sure, people want to do coffee. Great. I'm not going to ding them for it. Like that's you. Now, don't go tell everybody that that's the best way to do carnivore because you don't know because you haven't gotten off it yet. So until you've actually eliminated something from your diet, you don't know if that's the best way. Now, if you've gone a year without coffee and reintroduced it, then for you that might be okay. But I know people that cannot drink coffee because once they introduce it, they have a reaction. So I would say that even if you find anecdotally that you can drink coffee or you can do some honey, don't tell everyone else that it's okay for everyone because it's not. It's all based on your personal experience. N equals one is real. Everyone has a unique body chemistry, and this is a biochemistry problem. It's not a physics problem. Everyone wants to approach it as a physics problem of calories in, calories out. You eat a certain amount and you burn a certain amount. That's physics. That's not the way our body works. Our body is a biochemistry engine and designed to run on biochemical reactions. So when food is introduced and energy is broken down and it goes to the mitochondria, ATP, and all that, then that's biochemistry. That is not physics. So you can't tell everybody that they can have coffee. You can't tell everybody they can have honey. Michaela Peterson would disagree, right? You can't tell everyone they can have some fruit. Maybe one person does, and there's doctors out there that do it, but there's doctors out there that say not to do it. And I know more people that have introduced fruit and sugar that have gone down the rabbit hole, fallen off the wagon because of their addictions and cravings started back up than not. So I would just say, if that's your finding, you can share that, yes, I've done that and it worked for me. Not everyone can do it. That's the right answer. That's really the honest right answer. If you need to justify yourself by saying everyone can do it because I do it, that's the wrong answer, right? So anyway, that's all I got today, guys. It's been a early morning. Stuff was just weighing on me after having that discussion last night. And again, I was respectful. She was respectful. It was a good discussion. It was a good, healthy discourse on Facebook. Try to keep it that way. As Anchorman says, keep it classy. So anyway, all I got to say is stay strong and overcome. Carnivore Soldier out.